Hello everyone, welcome back to my 13 ArcGIS tutorial. This is me, Mehdi. At first, let us see our today's content. Today we will first learn visualizing contaminated rate by kernel density. Then we will see unsupervised classification using isocluster. And lastly, we will see Netcdf Raster of precipitation data of Bangladesh. So here we are given two vector data, that is in point, and number one is pump and the second one is color date. The pump indicates the contaminated pump or responsible for the which pumps are responsible for the contaminations, and the here green dot represent the date from the cholera. So if we want to visualize, we can use the interpolation technique such as IDW, but those are more correct or accurate for environmental data such as precipitation, rainfall, etc. But this is a case of human life, so this should be more precise, and for that we can use the kernel density. So we can visualize that where the dead density is more than the other places, and which pump is more responsible in the spread of contamination. So for using kernel density, we simply go to the geoprocessing and search for a tool called kernel density. Here is our tool. Okay, in our input feature we will input the color dates, because we want to see which area which area is more dense in the from in measure of depth. Okay, in our population field we will select count, because if we go to the color depth attribute table from here, we can see here is a column. This is called count, and this shows the death number of people, how many people have died in which area. Okay, okay, in our population field we select count as we select here, and then we simply click OK. So this is our kernel density. Now for better visualization, if we go and go to the properties, and in symbology, if we change the color from here, let's see, we'll give this color. Okay, and if we close the pumps and the color dates here, we can easily visualize that this is the area where the where the date density is more higher. Okay, to make it more easier to visualize, we will go to the properties and then go to the display and select this bilinear interpolation for continuous data, and click OK. So this we can simply now, if we see at a glance on this heat map, we can say that this is the highly dense area where the death rate is higher. And if we on the pump layer, we can see this is the pump where which is more responsible for the contamination of this pandemic. Okay, now we'll move to our next topic, that is we'll see the unsupervised isocluster unsupervised classification. For that, we'll go to the insert and open a new data frame, and in our add data we'll add our data. This is a nighttime clip. Let's add it, and here the dark portion, here the black portion shows the dark, and the white portion shows the light. So this is a raster map, and we'll conduct our isocluster unsupervised classification here. What does unsupervised classification means? In unsupervised classification, the algorithm analyzes all the bands of the image and pick out the cluster or pixel having similar values without the user intervention. That simply means in unsupervised classification, the algorithm or the tools takes the number of classes that we want to divide the image from the user, and then it calculates the bands or the unique values of the raster image, and then classified according to the according to our desire. If we conduct our process, this will be more clear to us. For that, we'll go to the geoprocessing from here and search for tool from our toolbox here, that is isocluster. This is the isocluster, and here is our isocluster unsupervised classification. We simply click on it, and in input raster band we'll select our raster image, and in here in this cell the number of classes we'll give 2, because we want 2 number of classes from this raster image, and simply click OK. So here we can see and this is the image. The raster image is classified into two classes. If we change the color, this will be more clear to us. Okay, if you go to the properties and go to symbology and then simply go to the and simply change the color from here. Okay, select this. Okay, here the red portion shows a class and the green portion shows the another class. Okay, we'll go to the iso cluster unsupervised classification again and select and do the same process again. Here, right click, and now we'll select our number of classes as 4 and then click OK. Okay, so now also we can see that there is only two classes. This is because raster image does not have so many unique values that and that the algorithm can classify this into four classes. That's why this is again done the same classification into two classes. Okay, okay, this is what the unsupervised isocluster classification means. Okay, now we'll move to our next tool that is Netcdf raster file to visualize the precipitation data of Bangladesh. For that, we'll go to the insert again and open a new data frame. Okay, okay, we'll search for our another tool that is make Netcdf raster file. We'll search for make Netcdf raster layer here, and this is our tool. Open it, and in our input netcdf file we go to the folder, and this is our precipitation file of Bangladesh. Then click OK, and now in variable we will select precipitation first, and in x this will be x dimension, this will be x, and in y dimension this will be y. Okay, and now in the dimension we will select time and click OK. So this is our Netcdf analysis. For more better visualization, we'll go to the properties. We'll go to the properties and go to the display from here, and in the resample during display using, here we will select bilinear interpolation for continuous data and click OK. So this will be more clear to us. And now if we go to the okay, so if you want to if you go to the properties again, and in netcdf here we can see there is a dimension, this is time, and this is the value. From here we can select the change the time, and this is now showing for the 1 January 1971. We want to see the data for the, let's see, we want to see this for 5th March 1971 12 a.m. and if you click OK, this will be changed. This will be we can see the whole year precipitation data from this netcdf raster layer. So that's all for today. Thank you everyone for your patience. We will be come back with another video. Till then, stay safe.